Hey everyone, welcome back to Two Nerds in a Spooky Podcast because we are kicking off
Ooh.
the spooky season here with everybody's favorite clown.
And no, it's not Pennywise. It's the
No,
other one.
it's everybody's newest clown obsession, Art the Clown.
Yeah, from the movie Terrifier. I have watched the first movie. Casey, you've seen all of them? All three of
I
them?
have seen all three of them.
Okay. So, I'm just going to come out and say the first one's not scary.
It's not scary. It's
I feel like
none of them are scary.
gory. I feel like gory is the goal for these movies. Like, how
Yeah,
much
they're
fake blood can we
yeah.
pour on all of these people?
But it's not the type of gory where it's like
It's
it'll
not
make
realistic.
it's not gonna make your skin crawl.
Yeah,
Like it's gore. It's like
it's just a
almost.
lot.
It's just a lot. It's a lot, and there's like some weird stuff in it. I I enjoy them. I mean, I like gross shit, anyways. So,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
it definitely is like you could tell it's like not real.
Yeah,
You can definitely tell it's not real.
yeah. I think so. I've only watched the first one.
Hmm.
I think the craziest thing, because like, so I'm like watching this movie. I technically watched it in two parts because I did take a nap in the middle. Um,
Fair.
but like it kind of reads like because the first one came out in 2016.
Mhm.
So to me, this movie reads more like an early 2000s horror movie. Like it doesn't it kind of has that weird almost scream-esque like camera work and like filters and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
it was like, that's kind of interesting. Also the main girl in the first one, Victoria. No, that's her
Sienna.
sister. No, Tara. Tara is in the
Oh.
first one. Um She reminds me of the main girl from Scream. Like they have the same dark hair and the same makeup. So I don't know if they were going for that connection or anything like that. But Art the Clown is simultaneously like really creepy, but also like he's just a silly guy.
He's just a silly guy. He's just a silly guy.
Yeah,
He
he
likes to
likes
have
riding
fun.
around on his tricycle, and he like honks his horn very like aggressively. And I was just like literally
Is the
so
first one the one where he has the glasses on?
no.
The sunglass like the flower sunglasses?
No, he doesn't have those in this one.
Okay. That's
That
so
might be
weird.
two.
Is it? Oh, it must be the second one.
Yeah, because so the first one came out 2016, the second one came out in 2022, and then the third one came out in
Yeah, the third one just came out.
2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, two and three are a lot closer together than obviously one is. No, he did not have. I actually got a TikTok. I think I sent it to you where he's putting on his glasses and it's like MAteRIal Girl. No, at least in now, from what I understand, the first Terrifier movie is not actually Art the Clown's first appearance. He was in a short film called Terrifier, but it I guess doesn't necessarily like directly connect to the franchise, but it's still like I guess it's like a 20-minute short film from what I could see. I couldn't find it on the internet, which is kind of sad. I also didn't look very hard. I was like, it's fine. Um, but he's like his teeth, I think, are the creepiest thing about him.
Yeah, his smile.
Yeah, he does that weird. It's funny because like the first time he smiled, I'm like, I kind of smile like that at my coworkers, where it's like it's not a smile. You're like literally just like barring your teeth, right? Except like I'm like, I hope I don't look like that creepy when I do that. My teeth are
Right, like
also not like covered in blood like his are most of the
yeah.
time. Also this is one of the headliner mazes for horror nights this year. Um this is the one I've heard the most about because there's a regular path and a wet path.
Yeah, a wet path. What does that mean?
Yeah. As far as I know, like the 2 seconds I let myself watch a video, it's like it seems like you're supposed to be either like in maybe like a sewer situation or just like a heavy downpour in a city situation because there's just like water dripping. I also think too, I'm imagining, I don't know yet. Yeah, listen, make sure to subscribe so that you get the Horror Nights episode. Um, I'm imagining there's probably gonna be a portion where he like chops somebody's head off and then you get like sprayed with water. Because from what I know, there's a lot like I mean like it's like a full like we're talking Jurassic World water situation.
Yeah. Like
Like
you're
there's
gonna
a
get
lot of
like you
you're gonna
have to wear a
poncho.
poncho. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I've seen people like wearing ponchos. Like
yeah.
you
So it's
get
gonna be
wet.
crazy. Also, as I was watching the first movie, like I don't know, maybe 15 minutes into this movie, Art the Clown he goes into this pizza. The first movie follows two girls who one of them is very drunk and the other one is not, but they're stumbling home from a Halloween party and they stop at a pizzeria to get some pizza. And Art comes in and like weirdly stares at the dark haired girl, and then he like goes into the back and then immediately like not 2 seconds later gets kicked out of the pizzeria and the guy is like, you're disgusting, how could you do that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my god, did he destroy that toilet? Like, is that what happened? And it is, which I think is where the poop smell for the maze is going to come in,
Oh.
because he absolutely not only destroyed the toilet but also just destroyed the bathroom. He even wrote his name and poop on the wall. So I'm thinking
Oh
that's why
god,
I'm
I don't want
thinking
the poop
we're
smell.
that's why I'm thinking we're either in a sewer or we're gonna go through a section where he's just obliterated the toilet.
I'm scared.
Either way, terrifying. But yeah, like literally the second that happened, I was like, ah, poop smell. Especially if the maze is based off of the first movie, I'm like, yeah, that's where the poop smell is gonna come in. Also, like that's such an interesting smell to pump in. I really hope that they don't pump that smell in too hard because I mean, poop's not a nice smell. Like, just we need a whiff, not a full on wall of poop
Right,
smell.
like how much who's in charge of doing the poop smell and why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. I'm gonna need the dial on that smell machine to be at like 0.5
Yeah,
and no
please,
higher.
please. No poop smell, please.
Yeah. But yeah, not scary. Lots of blood. I think the craziest part of this movie is when, because like two, I would say early 20s girls is who we're following in this movie. Um, but he's like toying with the brunette one and he captures the blonde one and hangs her naked upside down with her legs like splayed open, and then he like rips off her underwear and I'm like, I didn't this could go two ways. It could either be very like sexual assault or murder, and he picked the murder path
Mhm.
because
Cuz it's Art the Clown. He likes
it's
murder.
yeah. Also, you're this far in, trigger warning for all the blood and gore because Art the Clown has decided murder is literally art. So he's hanging this girl upside down, and he gets out a saw and starts at her coochie, and literally saws all the way through her,
Yes, all the way
and
down.
all the way, like in almost in one fell swoop, which is where the kind of like not super realistic but still very gory kind of side of this really is like apparent because I mean, you can tell. I mean, first of all, he made it through that body in like 30
Right,
seconds
he ripped through that hoe.
with a handsaw. Not an electric one, a hand one. And I was like, yeah, no. He also at one point chops off, I think it was the other exterminator guy that was coming in. he chops off his head in almost one fell swoop,
Mhm.
and there's like no neck bone in the neck. It's like just like jelly. And I was like, oh, that's. I mean, it didn't look realistic when he was cutting it off, anyways. But I was like, wow, that's not fooling maybe an 8-year-old.
Yeah,
So,
you ain't
but
fooling nobody
like,
here.
you ain't fooling no adult. Like, unless you're very drunk or very high, then maybe. But yeah, it's very like whoever got to be the person to mix all the fake blood and then mix all of the gelatin for all like the guts and stuff probably had a great time on this movie.
Probably. Yeah, absolutely.
They were like, you know what, this is what I get paid for, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, again, not scary. I don't know if I might just watch the other two out of curiosity. Just again,
The other two
he's a
have
silly
more
guy.
of like a story, I
Okay,
guess.
good.
Yeah, like the other two follow one girl throughout the other two. And
Okay.
it kind of sort of like explains like what Art the Clown is. Supposedly, I think there's going to be a fourth one, I've heard.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be next year if I remember
And I think that
correctly.
one is supposed to wrap everything up. Um
So it's kind of supposed to be like their like trilogy plus the first one.
yeah. Like I
Okay.
think it kind of like introduces like who Art the Clown is, and then the second two, second, the third one kind of like explains who he is and like why, like because it in the second one it follows like Sienna, who's like the main
Mhm.
girl throughout the other two, and she what was I say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Um and her like interactions with Art the Clown and like how she is
Mhm.
like related to him. So, to be honest,
Ah.
I'm still kind of a little confused by it. I'm not like I like the Terrifier, but like out of all the horror franchises, it's not one of my favorites. I will say,
Yeah.
like it's cool. I know there's a lot of people that like dive hard Terrifier fans. Um, it's just not one of my favorites. It's good, but it's just not like my top favorites.
What would you rate it out of 10 on
Out
your
of
horror
10?
scale?
I'd probably give it like a solid like 7. Like it's good, but like I'd rather watch like the Final Destination series over like
Mm.
that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've only watched through the movies once each. So, um
Which for you in horror movies is unusual.
which yeah, if I love a horror movie, I've been on a horror movie kick lately, okay? Um but it's like if you what is the word I'm trying to think of? It's almost like over the top, like theatrical gory, I
It's
guess.
very theatrical.
Yeah, like it's a very like I don't
It's very
know.
like it's very we have a blood hose and we're gonna use it
Yeah,
for every
it's like
single shot possible.
if they took all the
Um,
blood out of the Spirit Halloweens and they put it into a bottle and just let
yeah,
that thing go.
or like
Like
a
that's
fire hose
yeah.
sometimes, and I'm
It's
just like,
like and you're
oh,
like there's no way there's that much blood in the human body. Like there's just like no way. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It's like gallons of blood per person, and not just like pints of blood per person.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I do. So now I'm gonna have to watch the other two if there's more of a story. I think that's the only reason I didn't really care for this first one. I mean, like it's a one off, but I just like I don't understand the hype just
Mhm.
from this one.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I felt too when I watched the first one, and then I watched the second one, and like, don't get me wrong, like they're good, but like I still don't really understand like the full Terrifier hype, like to the extreme people go to with it. Like,
Mm,
I think
mm-hmm.
he's like a good horror staple, but I wouldn't put him above like any of the classics. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like if I saw that motherfucker in the street, I'd be turning the other way.
Oh,
Okay, he
absolutely.
is terrifying. It's Terrifier. Um, but I
He's not
I
like an
also think I
iconic
could.
clown. Like
Yeah, he's
I
not
feel like Pennywise is
Pennywise.
a
Yeah.
very iconic clown. He comes with a lot of backstory too,
Also,
and
like, I
has
feel
a
like
lot
he's
of
like a newer, like, I guess, like, iconic clown.
yeah,
And
for
clowns
sure.
are hard, especially in horror movies. I feel like clowns are hard because, like, not a lot of people do clowns, or they're overused. And I feel like you have to have like a
Yeah,
specific type of clown. Okay, I
yeah,
I'm very like hit or miss with clown shit because I love like Pennywise. I love it. I love like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's like one of my favorite movies. Okay. But I don't know. I like it. I'm not gonna be a hater, but it's not my favorite. I will say
yeah. I
that.
feel like with clowns in particular, you either have to give them like a very devastating backstory or just like no backstory. Because the second you kind of give them like a half backstory, you're just like, but like I feel like a lot of times clowns are like, oh, here's a clown, he's killing people, and you're like, okay, is he a maniac or like is he traumatized? And it's like
Yeah.
he's a clown who kills people, and I'm like, okay, but I mean, like people who are clowns don't just like go around killing people. Like that's not a it's not a prerequisite to be a clown is to want to kill people.
Right. Or like the opposite, like to be a murderer, like you don't have to be a
Yeah,
clown.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, is he like hiding to be a clown? Does being a clown make him feel like he's not hiding? Like why is he a clown? So I feel like this first Terrifier, it's that weird like he has like a kind. I mean, not even really. They really don't give you any backstory to
They
him.
don't.
He just like and like it's not like we ever hear like at one point the older sister is coming to get the two younger girls, and she's listening to the radio, and they're like, yeah, there's been a double homicide and there's a maniac dressed as a clown running around murdering people. But it's not like they said, oh, like, the Terrifier clown is back on the streets or like anything like that. So there's no like he just like randomly appeared
Right,
on
like
this
he's just there.
Halloween for whatever reason, decided to kill two people in a restaurant and like three girls and two other exterminator people. And it's just like, and then like the ending of this movie is him unaliving himself with a gun.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's two more movies after this. So
You're
I
like,
was like, yeah, I'm like, um, my initial reaction was like he's not dead, but also like putting a pew pew in your mouth and then like blowing out your noggin. That's kind of like a dead situation. That's not just like a Winchester dead. Well, they'll come back later. It's like a dead situation. But I think there must be some kind of magic happening in this universe because he survived.
right.
And I'm just
You're like,
like,
there's two more movies, so like obviously something happens here.
yeah. And my other thought was, well, maybe it's like, kind of like what they did with Scream, where somebody else picks up the mantle of the
Mm-hmm.
Terrifier and then decides to do the same thing as like a copycat situation. But no, they literally brought him into the coroner's office, and then coroner opened the bag and he killed the coroner.
Yeah.
So it's still the same, the one and only Art the Clown. He's just magical, so like maybe he's like a demon or like a zombie or something. I don't know, but I'm now gonna have to watch the other two
You're like,
just to
now
find
I'm
out.
intrigued. Now I need to
Yeah,
know.
because now I'm just like the fact, because I'm like, okay, if there's two more movies that are along this same vein, then that's kind of boring. Like that, there's nothing, at least for me, to draw me. I mean, is he a silly guy? Yes. Do I love the putting on the silly glasses with the MAteRIal girls sound in the background? 10 out of 10. But like I was just like, I don't think I need to watch the other two. But now that you've said there's a story that connects those
Yeah, there.
two.
So, like, the second one explains more of who Art is, and then, like, it. calls back to the first one. So like
Okay.
the first one is kind of like a one-off situation, and
Yeah.
then the second one is like, oh hey, this thing happened in the first one. Um kind of like there's this killer clown on the loose, guys, like hey, and then it like becomes basically like kind of like the Pennywise thing, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um but it does kind of start to explain it, and then the third one it kind of explains it more, and then I think the fourth one is supposed to, I still really don't understand it, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, well, I'm also like stupid, so I have to like read into things because I don't pick up
Like
things.
Reddit, help me.
Yeah, I'm just like, "Ooh, he's a silly guy," you know what I mean? Like that's what I
He is
think
a
when I
silly
watch
guy.
the, and then he gets even sillier in the second one
Oh
because
no.
he puts lots of glasses on his
Oh
head.
no.
He's a silly guy.
Yeah. I think
But
my favorite is still the him aggressively honking his clown horn at the girl as she tries to like run away. I'm like, I don't like, I thought he was gonna like shoot her or something, but he didn't. He just aggressively like honk, 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 and I'm like,
yeah, him and that
bruh.
clown horn.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should definitely watch the second one. I'm excited to see the maze. I think it'll be fun. I've also seen that
Yeah.
there's like arts running around,
Yes.
and that is pretty cool. I haven't seen any of the. I've seen Five Nights at Freddy's merch, and I've seen a couple of the like Horror Nights merch, but I've been trying to like avoid it like the plague, because I
Yeah.
don't want spoilers. I did see like the FNAF animatronics, but that was it. That's all I wanted to see. Um,
Yeah. I've been
but
getting mainly pictures of all the food that's gonna be
yeah,
there, which
I've
I'm
seen a lot
so
of the food too.
excited.
The little
The
silly
Fallout
cupcakes.
food, the cupcake, the FNAF stuff looks really good, but the Fallout stuff looks really cool too.
Um, but yeah, I have been trying to not spoil too much just because
Yeah.
I like to be a little surprised.
Yeah, because
I'm
it's like the fun of going, especially to something that Universal has, like, in my opinion, perfected over the
Oh,
years.
absolutely. I'm also really hoping that they have new prints this year because that would be cool, especially because there's
Yeah.
a lot of really cool, um, like FNAF and the Terrifier. It's just cool. I think it'd be cool all together.
Yeah, I
And
really
Fallout.
like, which I've seen is kind of really the only merch I've seen in person, is they have, I think their like motif this year is like a stained glass window situation, because
Ooh.
they have a little like, if it was cheaper, I would totally buy one, but it's not, and I don't want to pay that much for it. It's like a little acrylic window, like a little acrylic stained glass window, and it's
Hmm.
got four slots in it. And the I think the original idea was like they were going to release like each of the quad like things to go in each of the quadrants like every so often. I saw all of them there, so I don't know if that was just like a lead up to Horror Nights situation, or if they just went, you know what, never mind, just put them all out. But like they have like the ghoul from Fallout, and then
Mm-hmm.
they had, I believe they had Art, and I think they had Freddy, and they had one more, and I don't remember what it was, but it was like a really cool like little stained glass window that you put each of these characters in. So I was like,
That's
that's kind
cool.
of cool. And also a unique merch option other than t-shirts and sweatshirts and lanyards and stuff like that. I
Right. The
am
same old, same old.
Yeah, I my Horror Nights merch typically is the t-shirt that preferably has everything, all the mazes listed on it, and a pin. Um,
Ooh.
I know when Casey and I went a couple years ago, I did go a little ham because I got the little like there. I think he's kind of sort of the mascot for Horror Nights, the
Oh,
little
the
pumpkin
little
guy.
pumpkin guy. Yeah, he's a silly
Yeah,
guy.
so they had a pillow, and I was like, I don't need a pillow, but he is way too cute. And him
He
and
is
Mothman hang out on my bed together all year round.
being spooky
Um,
and shit.
yeah, I have not had the heart to put them away, so they've just been chilling on my bed for the past 2 years. Um, but I am excited to see. Again, Horror Nights is one of those things that they have so much they prepare for like a year in advance.
Hmm.
So I expect the designs of everything to be top notch. Unlike FanFest, which was like the biggest merch letdown I think I've ever experienced at
Yeah,
Universal.
yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, I also think Universal was very underprepared for FanFest because I actually ended up seeing pictures of all the One Piece stuff that they had when they first kicked off FanFest. And I was like, none of that was when we went, and we literally went like the second weekend. So they just were not prepared for the weebs to come out in
No.
droves. But for Horror Nights, they usually are very prepared. So I am very excited to see this. I'm not excited for the poop smell.
Not either. No, I don't want
But I
to.
am
I
kind of
don't want
excited
to.
to see how the water comes in. Ponchos are a must. Casey and I are already ponchoed up.
Oh, we have been prepared. We are poncho. We are, listen, we are universal pros at this point.
Yeah. I also like the first time, I think it was when we went to Horror Nights. Was it 2 years ago? No, I think it was the time before that. So it might have been like 3 or 4 years ago. And I bought ponchos for us because we always do the after 2 p.m. situation. So we went
Hmm.
on all the rides. And I wanted to go on Jurassic Park, but we had full spooky makeup. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting wet. So I made Casey put on ponchos. It's a clip in the vlog, actually.
Yeah,
And
that
Casey's
was two.
like,
Yeah, that was 2 years
was it
ago.
2 years ago? Casey's like, we look so dumb. And I'm like, but we're gonna be dry. And now it's like a must have to have because it's not worth running all of the makeup off of our face.
Yeah, and it works great. And for $2, what can you
Heck
say?
yeah.
Can't beat it. And then I still
No,
have mine in my disco ball ready to
I do
go.
too.
Okay, ready to
Yep.
go. She's
It's
ready.
in a keychain. It's
Yes,
ready to go, ready
we're
to yank
prepared.
out. Yeah. So I'm excited. We have a little group going this year. So we're going as FNAF characters, which I'm very
Yeah, we're gonna
excited.
be the main little
Yeah, the
gang.
OG FNAF characters,
Yes,
which
I'm
I'm very
very
excited.
excited. I've been wanting to do a FNAF cosplay for freaking ever.
Yeah.
I love Five Nights at Freddy's so
Yes.
much.
Amazon also thinks that she is now a furry.
Yeah, Amazon thinks I'm a furry because I'm going as Foxy. So like I'm having to look up like foxtails and
And
like
fox
ears.
ears.
And now Amazon's like, "Oh, you're a furry. Okay, cool. Here's
Yeah.
some furry stuff." And I'm like, "No, no, no, that's not well actually it's just
You're
a
like, it's just a
one-off
one
thing."
time, yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm not even a furry, I'm an animatronic. Shut up. Ugh, but I'm very excited. I'm obviously, like I said, I'm going as Foxy.
hmm
The best. I love Foxy, that little motherfucker. Um, I'm stoked. I can't wait. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. I think this is. I mean, it's not my favorite lineup that they've had. I think the year that we went 2 years ago was like one of the best lineups they had. This
Oh,
one
for
is a pretty
sure.
good one though. This one with the FNAF and the Terrifier. It's good.
I'm
It's
just
it's
glad they
good.
finally like officially put FNAF in because when we
Yes.
went 2 years ago, the movie hadn't come out. The movie came out on Halloween, so it hadn't like can't come
Mm-hmm.
out early enough for them to do anything. I think they had like a little behind the scenes situation, but that was it. And I'm like, this is like one of your biggest chances to bring all of the nerds of like all ages out because there's those of us who watched Markiplier play through it. There's those of us who actually play through it, and then there's those of us that like are like teaching the kids to play through it as well. So it's just
Yeah.
like an undying franchise. And
Yeah.
like they really haven't, I mean, like I know they have quite a few games now, but like, and obviously by December they're gonna have two movies, but for the minimal amount of like stuff that they've put out, there's so much lore too for FNAF, which I think is where they kind of capture people.
There's so
um
much lore. Oh my god.
yeah, but I like that it's not like an overwhelming amount of stuff. Like it's not like the MCU like at this point is so big and so vast and there's so many TV shows and movies that you're supposed to watch and you're just like this is too much. I like that FNAF has not done that. They're just like here is this one storyline that we are going to just keep going at a very steady pace. We're not going to just slam it all at you at once. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I am very excited. I'm very excited for Horror Nights. Um I I mean, I'm not excited for the poop smell, but I'm
Yeah,
excited for
man.
everything else.
Yeah, that poo smell is gonna be.
We'll give you a
It's
good description of the poop smell.
yeah, it'll be an
And
experience, that's for sure.
yeah, and, I will say like Universal, and that's the thing too, is like they're really spot on with everything they do. And they love to
Yeah,
put like smells. I don't know why we couldn't put like, I don't know, they're in like the pizza place. Why couldn't we put like a pizza smell?
yeah,
Maybe
or
like
just
blood, make it make it smell like a little bit like nickel or something. I don't
yeah,
know, not
yeah.
poop.
No poop.
And
I'm telling
and
you, it's gonna be art absolutely demolishing that toilet.
it probably
He's
is.
just a silly guy.
He is
Got
a silly guy.
indigestion.
Yeah, it'll be, and I really do hope that they do like a Terrifier 2 maze, like, because like Terrifier 2, like, I don't know, like, you've obviously you sent me the video with him
Yeah.
in the
The
sunglasses.
glasses.
And that's like a very like iconic art thing, is like him with
Mm-hmm.
the like sunflower sunglasses.
Yeah.
So that would be cool, like if they, although I thought I saw like the sunflower glasses as like a cookie. I could
That'd
be
be
wrong
so
though.
cool.
I could be wrong, but it wouldn't make sense though because that's in the second movie.
Yeah, but they kind of just do like a it might just be like a general art themed
Yeah, I guess
cookie,
that's
like
true.
not necessarily specific
Like to the
to the
movie, yeah.
movie.
But it would be cool because like like the second movie obviously has like different kills and different stuff. So that would be cool if they did like a Terrifier 2, or like kind of, I don't know, maybe. Don't listen to me. Or do listen to me, Universal. You should hire me onto your marketing team.
Yes, or at least sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, or at least give me free tickets.
Yeah, can the group have free tickets? Thank
Oh, also,
you.
I wanted to mention this. Did you know you can pay money not to get scared at at
Oh,
Halloween
really?
Horror Night? Yeah, you can pay. I think it's like $20, and they give you like a little button that says like "Don't scare me,"
Oh, I didn't know that. You can give that to Brooke.
and I'm
She
like, "That's
asked about that.
crazy." Really?
Yeah, because Brooke's not. See, here's the thing. Brooke is like I with scary movies
Right, right.
before, where like literally the first year that Casey wanted to go, the only reason she got me to go is when it was the first year they had a Stranger Things maze, and I love Stranger Things. Two, she was like, you can get on the Terror Tram, and they let you get off the tram and walk around, and I was like, I'm in. Count me in. That's literally why Brooke is going, because they're having FNAF and you
Yeah.
get to walk around off the tram.
Which is super cool because you get to walk through like Bates Motel and Jupiter's Claim and
Yeah.
stuff, which is really fun. Even if it's like not Horror Nights, it's really cool just to walk through
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And so she had asked, because I know like Six Flags will do that. They'll give you like a lanyard that you don't want to be scared, because she had asked like how, because she knows that I started off not liking scary, so she was like, how did you do it the first year? And I was like, well, I only went through, I think I literally went through just the two mazes, maybe three. But I told her, I go, Casey's a screamer in Horror Nights,
Yeah.
so the scare actors love Casey. She is tall and she's a screamer, so
And I'm usually like in the front
I
too.
make
So,
her go
yeah.
first. I'm like, you have to go first. Because my stipulations the first year was like, you have to go first and you have to hold my hand. And she did. And we've done that ever since. Because I still don't, I mean, like, now, like, when we went 2 years ago, I walked through the tram without holding her hand because it was, to me, it wasn't scary. It was bug themed. It was more gross than anything else,
I did get scared a couple times during the tram though.
which
Oh, but
was
only because
hilarious.
they like snuck up behind me.
Yeah, yeah. Again, Casey is tall, and they're like, I wonder if she's a screamer. And then they find out that she is a screamer, and they're like, ah, that one. I am not a screamer. I don't scream when I get scared. I'll kind of do like a little jump, but I don't have the reaction that they're looking for. So most of the time, they leave me alone. Also, most of the time, I have my phone out because I'm filming, I'm vlogging, and they don't most of the time like that either. So but yeah, I was like, that's how I survived Horror Nights. But I'll have to find that and then see if she wants to do that, because
Yeah.
I know, like, it's funny because, like, Tabitha, who's Brooke's mom, she loves scary movies. I think she's like you, who's seen every scary movie under the sun.
Hmm.
But the second you put her in anything like a maze or a haunted house, her knee jerk reaction to being scared is to literally throat punch you.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, like, I know, like, her husband has dragged her through a few, especially when they first started dating, a few haunted houses, and she has, like, knocked the snot out of people. So they stopped doing that because she is a danger to the people who are just
Yes.
trying to work.
Yes, they're just trying to
um
do their job.
yeah, whereas Brooke, I don't think she's watched a lot of scary that I know of, and she doesn't normally gravitate towards scary. Again, we're getting her with the FNAF and the
Yes.
Fallout. Honestly, she's like, "Ooh, I like those things," so that might be something she's interested in. But I literally told her, I go, if you hold Casey's hand, like, I'll Casey will go first, and then I'll go second, and I will hold Casey's hand, and then you're gonna
We'll
stand
make a
behind
little
me, and
train.
we're gonna have a train, and it'll be fine. Uh, but that's kind of nice that they're doing that now. Although I did notice when we went 2 years ago, there was a lot of children there, and I'm like, I didn't think it was like a family event, but I kind of hope that even though they're like making changes like that, it doesn't turn into like a true like blue family event because it's supposed to be scary.
Yeah, and they nailed it with the scary.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't like soften it at all. Um but I am excited. A lot of the scare zones look like they're going to be pretty cool. There's a lot of cool themes happening, so
It's
um
gonna be a blast.
it's going to be great. And I will have to watch the next two Terrifier movies because of apparently a storyline. And
Yes.
obviously the iconic glasses. Material Girl.
Material Girl. He is a silly guy.
He really is. Literally, the second that he was on that tricycle, I was like, oh, he's just a silly guy.
He's just a silly
He's a
guy.
silly
Like, he's
guy.
not scary. He's
Yeah, I
silly.
also like that he carries all his stuff in a trash bag in this first one. Because, like, the one girl was like, I wonder what's in that trash bag. And I'm like, I don't think he would carry, like, somebody's body around because that would be a bit much,
Right.
you know? And also, there was, like, nothing, like, leaking or anything. And he just, like, he wasn't covered in blood at that point. So I was like, he's just, like, getting started on his night. So I don't think so. And then when he started pulling, like, tools out of it, I was like, oh, it's his kit.
Yeah, it's
It's
his
his
little.
kit.
Yeah. His murder
I
kit.
don't not sure why he picked a black trash bag instead of like a toolbox.
Oh, because he's a silly
Um,
guy.
he is a silly guy, I guess, but yeah, I did like the tricycle riding is hilarious, and so is the horn honking. Especially because like when he was honking the horn at her, like if he had sucked it in just a little bit, he could have fit through the gap in that door. He could have got her. I'm just like you could have done that, my guy. Also it was creepy as heck when he like skinned her. Like he like
Mhm.
skinned like her boobs and then like her chest and like her scalp so that he could wear it. But then he put like he kept his mask on. Like he took literally all his clothes off to put that on, but like kept his mask on. So like when her sister went to like look at her and he turned, it was his mask and his painted face. Like I'm talking like the little like the little like hat and everything. Just with like her hair tucked underneath and then like her chest on top of his chest. And I was just like, what is happening?
What
Like
is going on?
yeah, and then he like at like the older sister like runs away and he just kind of like diva walks after her. Just like okay. I
That's
guess
kind
my
of like
guy.
the theme of like watching this movie. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
You're just like, alrighty then. You do you, King,
You
I
go off,
guess.
queen. Slay, girl, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, he's
But
just,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a silly guy. Yeah, as of right now, I think I would rate it at like a 6 out of 10.
That's
Like
fair.
it was like it was okay. It wasn't like anything revolutionary, but I think maybe once I see 2 and 3 and they have a bit more this one literally just had no, it was like literally two girls that like were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and
Yeah.
then they unfortunately get murdered. And but it was the one thing I will say that was actually that I really did like is, so the beginning of the first Terrifier, it's this news like radio host doing an interview with this girl that's been like horribly disfigured, obviously
Hmm.
by Art the Clown. And that's how it starts, and like the horribly disfigured girl like murders her, and then it gets into the whole Art the Clown situation. And then so you go through this whole movie, and then at the very end, like because the older sister survives, like she
Hmm.
manages to survive, and so she's like in a hospital recovering, and her parents are getting ready to take her home, and they're like, "You ready?" She's like, "Yeah." And she stands up and turns around, and it's the horribly disfigured girl from the beginning of the movie, and I'm like, "Oh dang, that's crazy."
Yeah. Yeah, it
So it was kind of a cool like
the
loop
second
around.
and third one definitely get like real crazy, and that lady is back. By the way, she doesn't go
Oh,
away.
cool. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check those out. So if
Yes.
you guys that are listening have seen the Terrifier movies, leave your opinions down below. If you are going to horror nights, let us know what you're looking forward to. And if you're not going to horror nights, then leave your questions down below for us, because then we will answer them in our horror nights episode. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you're listening. Buy your stickers over on the Etsy store. Follow us on all the social media so you know what we're doing, when we're doing. Casey and I have also started a somewhat regularly streaming on Friday nights. So you can listen to the podcast on Tuesdays, and then you can stream with us on Fridays. We are in spooky season, so we are playing some spooky games.
Yay!
And I think that's all I have to yap at you guys for. So we will see you guys in the next episode. So bye!
Goodbye.